I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Albert Einstein. So I've been reflecting on this quote this week because I was sitting in satsang with my mentor 15 years this past weekend. And he was speaking of how we hit these plateaus in our journey, in our lives, and in our spiritual progress. And we'll get to these comfort zones and just stay there. And I was looking at my own journey and how this applied and this place of how that applies to curiosity. And there is a death to curiosity when we come into this place of believing we already know it, we understand it, we conceptually understand something. Like my teacher, Shankaracharya, would share these teachings early in my journey. The first year, he was sharing the same teachings again and again and again. They were drilled into me, and I had a conceptual understanding of them. So one of them, for instance, was you are not your thoughts. You can make friends with your mind. And this concept I understood. I understood the concept and how it applied. I understood it, so I felt like I already had it. I got it, which led me down this path of feeling superior. I understand it, I get it, now I can teach it. So rather than this idea of exploring and being curious and moving deeper. Hi, Katya. Hi, Brendan. So exploring from this place of curiosity and moving deeper into the deep, true understanding of something, I conceptually understood it and then moved into this place. The ego moved me into this place, or I moved myself into this place of feeling superior because I understood something and I knew how it applied. But what I was missing is the deeper curiosity and understanding, the merging, the unity of it. So how to move this? So let's go with the idea that you are not your thoughts. Whether you agree with this or not, you have an understanding of what I just said. You are not your thoughts. And if you have a conceptual understanding of that and then you agree with it and believe it, you're not your thoughts, you can keep it as you're not your thoughts. So you can go around and say, I'm not my thoughts. I'm not thinking, whatever I'm thinking, I'm not my thoughts. And then you can go and start to even teach this, saying, I'm not my thoughts, you're not your thoughts. So any problems you're having with your thoughts, you're not them, so just let it go. This is a great step, but it's not the ending. The curiosity and the diving deep into the embodiment. So you move to a deeper understanding. It's not, I understand conceptually, it's an understanding of embodiment. It's now moving into that place of, okay, you're not your thoughts. What does that really mean? Explore what that means. If you're not your thoughts, then what does that mean? Where do you feel that in the body, and how can you apply it? So then it becomes, how do I apply this in my life? So when there's a challenge coming up in my life, and I realize that I'm not my thoughts, or the challenge of the mind, there's what are all the challenges that come up into my mind when there's a challenge in life? And then how do I relate to my thoughts? So you can start to explore this whole concept, which is a concept of you're not your thoughts, and turn it from a concept into an embodiment. And the embodiment, it requires this exploration. So what I was doing earlier in my journey with my mentor was I understood it, and it kind of created this superiority, like I understand it, I get this is a really cool idea. And then it actually created a place where I was stepping away and not actually applying it, but just feeling like I already got it. So it kept me at this place of stagnation or plateauing. And what we want to do is we want to move deeper, and there's a great quote that our mind is not meant to be filled up. It is meant to be on fire and fed kindling. And so we want to just keep giving our mind and our true self the kindling to keep going deeper into the understanding. So as we go deeper and we're more and more curious, we keep asking the questions rather than having the answers. So my ego loves to have the bloody answers, and it loves to know, but it's one of the biggest gaps, or one of the biggest challenges to moving forward is knowing. You already know it. It's the ego of knowing. The ego of knowing will keep you in the knowing, but it won't keep you in embodiment. It won't take you to the heights of true transformation and embodiment. So moving from that knowing into I have no freaking idea. So what about you are not your thoughts? So how deep can you go into this and discover and apply it and live it and breathe it and truly become the embodiment of 100%? So how close are you? Think of a book that you've read in the last year that's had a strong impact on you. How much of it do you remember? How much of it are you applying right now? So just even think of, all right, wow, I took this one. I haven't read this book. So you just take out a book and you read one page or you read one paragraph. And how much of that book that you read in the last year that had such an impact on you are you actually applying? And how much are you living it in a day, let alone a week or a month or a year? So the idea is to, it's not the idea, it's really the intention of being curious about what you think you know and what don't you know. What don't you know about this concept? What don't you know about knowing it into embodiment? And then taking that beauty and just keep drilling deeper and deeper and deeper into a deeper and deeper understanding, so you're actually becoming the living embodiment of a teaching rather than being the teacher. Yeah, my teacher puts it this way: there's plenty of bloody teachers out there, but there's not many people living the teaching. So here's the call to action. Grab a book that is extremely impactful for you, open it to a page, and read the page. And then whatever's on there, apply it into your life for the whole day, for the whole week. And amp up your not knowing, and really ask every time you're like, yeah, I know, saying it to your wife, saying it to your partner, saying it to your teacher, saying it to yourself, yeah, I know, I got it. What about, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What about if you don't know? How cool is that if you don't know and you move into the space, we move into the space of, wow, what more is there about this? What more, how can I drill deeper? How can I live this? I'm sharing this because it's such an opener into so much transformation and realization and humility and curiosity and creativity and embodiment. So I'm inviting you on that ride because I'm going on the ride. I'm asking that question again and again and again. What more is there? What don't I know? What is this leading to? Who am I? Etc. So I invite you on the ride. It's an honor to be with you, and may we move beyond the death of curiosity into absolute embodiment of creativity and transformation. Lots of love to all of you out there. Many blessings. Ciao for now. I have no idea. Let's see. Can I stop this today? Wow. Yeah, I don't know how to stop it. Okay, here we go.